Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Talk About It, the bonus edition. I am your host, the DiDi Skky, DiDi Skky, and I am so happy that you are with us tonight. Oh my goodness, I am so excited because we have a legend in the building. But before I get started, I must go ahead and introduce my co-host. I call him the voice of God, the man behind the meme. Give it up for Maejor.
Yo, what's up, DD?
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I am geeked. I'm fanning. I'm fanning right now.
Oh yeah, I'm excited as well. I'm definitely excited. I don't know how to act, but for some reason I feel like I should keep my tongue in my mouth properly, but I'm not going to go into detail about why that is.
Because once again, you don't want none.
I don't want none, DD, and I don't want any. I don't want none. I don't want any. No, ma'am.
And he's from your hometown.
Yes, absolutely. Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. For anybody that don't know, shout out Cleveland, Ohio in the building.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So if you don't know who we're speaking of, we're talking about the NBA great Charles Oakley is in the house. He is here.
Yes.
Woo, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh my goodness. But before I get too excited, let's go ahead and toss to our sponsor. Tonight's show is brought to you by no other than Boutdhatt 392 and Theta Lambda Omega Sci-Fi car, bike, truck, and slingshot show.
Have got a reminder for you. Boutdhatt 392 presents the Theta Lambda Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated car, bike, truck, and slingshot show. Over 50 trophies in 16 categories. How about that? It's going to take place in Fairburn Park Ride. Or should I say the Fairburn Park Ride in Sharon, Highway 74 on July 22nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's sponsored by Studio Cigar Lounge. Tickets are available right now at eventbrite.com. All right? And if you want to be a vendor, go to TLLcarshow@gmail.com. That's TLLcarshow@gmail.com. They'll take care of you. That's a reminder. From the People Station, V103.
Oh, that's dope.
That's dope. That was a tongue twister. I was like the car, bike, truck, and slingshot show.
Yeah, I had a hard time seeing what was going on there too. So you're gonna be there, DD?
Well, I may make an appearance because it is my frat brothers are putting that show on. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So I may have to go out and support the Bruhz.
All right.
Yes. But listen, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. For this very reason, when we have these bonus and feature shows, you don't want to miss a thing. And if you are following us or watching the show live on my Facebook channel, after the show is over, hop on over to our YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe. But don't go anywhere right now because you do not want to miss this. Our featured guest tonight played 19 seasons as a power forward in the NBA with the Chicago Bulls, the New York Knicks, and the Toronto Raptors. He is currently the coach of the Big Three Killer Threes. Give it up and welcome the show special guest, last enforcer, Mr. Charles Oakley. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We are wonderful. You look good, Mr. Oakley.
I'm trying to hold on. You start getting 56 and 70, you got to hold on a lot.
Listen, when I posted the show, one of my followers said that you are aging gracefully, that you look so good. I was like, yep, he sure is.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to address you appropriately. How should I address you? Charles, Mr. Oakley, Oak Tree, Oak.
It's all good. Just call me your name. It's all good.
Just
You're all good.
Well, Charles, you played for the NBA for 19 seasons. And according to reports, the average basketball career is around 4.5 years. How were you able to have such a successful career?
Just knowing what you're doing, hard work, keeping your body together, your mind together. Understand that end of the day could be your last day, and put all your effort out every day. Just show them that you can be a leader, and just come to work every day and do your best job.
That's right. Consistency, huh?
Consistency, yes.
Yeah. So did you have dreams as a child growing up in Cleveland of becoming a professional basketball player?
No, that wasn't my dream, but my thing in life was you don't know what can come your way. Just put a lot of work into it, and you play it, put your best into it. Growing up as a kid in the street of Cleveland, there was a lot of stuff going on, so I decided to play football and basketball. I went to college. I had a choice. I could play both, but I chose basketball because, in college it's hard to play two athletic sports and then hit your books. But few guys have done that. Dion and some other guys have done that, but I thought it'd been tough. When you get up in Virginia Union, Richmond, Virginia, and get up at 5 in the morning, 75, 80 degrees, about 8 o'clock, it's about 95 to 100.
Right.
You got to be ready to tackle the heat, not just tackle football and basketball.
Right. And so you attended Virginia Union University, an HBCU.
Yes.
That's right. I attended Alabama State University. And so was it difficult during that time to be recognized attending an HBCU versus how it is now?
My thing, I was just trying to get out of Cleveland. Like, a lot of my guys I was growing up with was going to jails, on drugs, doing this, doing that. I didn't look at it as, I was going to be in the pros. No. If you went to Virginia Union from high school, you never thought that you would make pro. But like I say, I got there, had a good time. Every summer I either went to New York or Florida with somebody I knew from school. But I just got lucky. I was blessed. And I put the work in every day. And somebody out of Chicago named Jerry Krause, he liked what I was doing on the court. So I was, rest in peace, Jerry Krause.
Yes. Shouts out to Gino. So our audience are able to connect with us. They are able to, place comments, questions, concerns, whatever. So shouts out to Gino is here. And also Jaquita said, congratulations on your successful career. What was the first thing? Do you remember what the first thing was that you bought when you were drafted by the Bulls in '85?
The first thing I bought, I think I bought my mother a car.
Yeah.
Then the next year I bought her a house. It wasn't about me. It was about trying to go back to, raise my family, my mom, my sisters and brothers, and show them a good time. And so it was just, my mom came first, everybody else came second and third. Right.
And how was it playing with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and, that as a team? How was that?
It was great. Mike was there before me. I was there before Scottie. So I only played a couple years with Scottie, 3 with Mike. But it was great. We was young. We were trying to find ourselves. You can see Mike had a lot of talent. Scottie rose to the top. Me, I'm just a great teammate, a great guy. I feel in the box on offense, defense. I'm like the lead on the team. I had a great time in Chicago, the fans, organization, everybody gonna say, well, they didn't sign Michael, they didn't sign Scottie to the money, but they won a championship. That's all that matters. And something like that. When you play a game, you want to win a championship. I got to the finals. I lost to Houston, but I got there. But it was a heartbreaking loss, though.
So before the show, I was getting myself amped up to Rick Ross. I'm a Florida girl, so I like down south Florida music. What were your go-to songs to get ready for either a game or now as a coach? What songs do you play? Do you play a song to get yourself ready?
I'm into the old 70, 80, 90, all that good old OJs, Hail Mary, Blue Note, Luther, Marvin Gaye. When I was, that group that my parents and my sister and brother would listen to. Wasn't a lot of rap back then, but Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash, and they was doing their thing. As time went on, when I got to New York, all the rappers in the world was there. So I was listening to everything when I got to New York. But as I first got in the league, it was all old school.
Right.
But, I had a great time. You know, as far as the musicians in New York, I mean, everywhere you go, you see somebody is like, wow, wow, wow. But after my second year in New York, it started coming down because it was a regular thing. I started seeing them everywhere I went every night. So
that's right. That's right. Okay, so let's hop into this book. In 2002, you authored the book, The Last Enforcer, Outrageous
yes.
Stories from the Life and Times of One of the NBA's Fiercest Competitors. Okay, so tell me an outrageous story, if you can, just real quick, just something that you can share.
So based on the stories in this book, it's like a short video or something. But it's not. It's a lot of good stories in the book. So you really got to get this book. Come to it gonna win you over because the stories and the consistency in the book, my lifeline, and everybody think everybody goes through the NBA. You had it easy. No, it was a hard journey, and I made it. Knock on wood. But when you read this book, you can really appreciate me more as a person, not just a ball player.
That's right. I like that. I like that. Is your brand or people kind of knowing the true you, is that important to you?
Well, you know, a lot of people, you know, they got a lot of things out about me, you know, this type of guy, I'm that type of guy. And then I tell a lot of people, if you don't come and talk to me, you'll never know. You can't go by what people say.
Right.
When you hear come out my mouth and I tell you something, I stand on it. But that's life. You know, you can't please everybody, but you know what? You got to please yourself first.
That's right. That's right. What does the last enforcer mean? And for those who don't know about, basketball or any of that, and are you the last?
I'm the only one, really. But I play against a lot of different guys. You know, no disrespect to none of them, but you know, a lot of them cry a lot. I didn't cry. I played the game. You know, guys, superstars cry, but they said that's part of the game. You know, but the last enforcer is just something not just enforced on the court, off the court. It just enforced to bring love to people. That's why I look at it. I bring love to people because when I do a lot of cooking events and other stuff, it's bringing love together. But it's not in a bad way to enforce. It's just like I'm gonna make sure everything is right around me, my teammates, my family, my friends. If I see something I don't like, somebody getting bullied or something, I'm gonna help that person out.
That's right. That's right. So you mentioned something. You said that they cry a lot, or they're is the NBA culture different today than in your playing days? And can you remember games or players being more aggressive back when you played?
I said more aggressive. I think that the big difference it's 3 or 4 different things, but we're gonna talk about 2. Okay, you think about players these days. They're making a lot of money. The game has changed and they do less. We had to come in, we had to do more and get paid less. But we took it personal because, that if you want to be a leader, you got to show people that you can lead. And I think that it was built when I got there and we kept building it. They younger guys are building the league as a brand, but they're not holding themselves accountable enough. I think they taking the easy way out too much, and they don't fight through tough times. And that's why I like to see when I watch. I want to see more tough. I want to see more IQ on the floor. That because you open, doesn't mean you got to take a shot. You open for a reason. Because most teams leave you open because they want you to shoot it. But I just want to see more team together on the court. They got it off the court. They got more off the court than on the court. So
then on the court.
I think I'm blaming the coaches. The coaches is real soft now. So when your coach is soft, the guy who running the league is soft, the players are gonna be soft.
So it has the rules have changed as well through the years too, right? So in terms of the aggression, because I remember the Detroit Pistons and
the rules changed for the global market.
Okay.
And if you look at the NBA now, most of finances overseas. It's global. Now you got about 35% of the players is global players. When we play, they have maybe 2 or 3%. The brand is out of sight. They did a good job of doing that. So now you got to pay guys. I say 80% of the league is overpaid. Yes, overpaid. So that's good for the players though. It's not good for the viewers who watching because we don't see good contests on the floor.
Gotcha.
So we watching. Sometimes you're like, wow, this guy just missed 3 air balls, and he's take another one. This guy just missed 8 free throws, but he missed 3 more. They don't consider that important no more. So turnovers, missing free throws is not important into the game no more. So it's just like if you got a kid, just make sure he can shoot and be in good shape, run him down the court. You know, when the playoff comes, you see who got the better 4, 5, 6 teams in the league. And, you know, you look what Miami done this year, get to the final. That just come from leadership, a good front office, a good management, holding guys accountable, and, you know, night on the court, do your job. Don't do something you can't do. Play within the team.
That's right. Right. Let's put a few rumors to rest or clear some things up. Did you get banned from the Madison Square Gardens and the New York Knicks games?
Yeah, I got banned twice.
What?
3, 4, yes. I got banned. You know, it's just that's just a sensitive situation. What's going on and what's going on in society. You know, like I get in my book something like a lot of George Floyd incident. This happened to me in high school and stuff like that. And this is what happened in 2016, 17. That million people saw. And as a person, you know, that my caliber, what I do for people, I mean, we had some guys stood up for me, but I didn't want them to just stand up for me. I just wanted to realize is how these people treat people in real life, no matter what you know, money or no money, but they still do this stuff, bad stuff to people. And I think that when that happened on national TV, like I said, they got body cam, they still beat up people, they still try to say, well, I was threatened for my life. They keep excuses running and running like water. And we got to cut it off. We got to stop this because, you know, why have body cam? You're not going to go by what's going on. You know, you got excuse that you know, it's a job like that. When you walk out the house, you threaten for your life. So you're scared. You shouldn't sign up for a job like that. And I think that it's a lot of stuff going on, but we got to step up. And what happened at the Garden it's a sickness situation because the guy who made it happen was the owner, and he had all kind of issues, but no one doing nothing to him. I call him Donald Trump nephew. Oh, and then he act like it too.
Oh, boy, I tell you. So the NBA All-Star game last year, I think it was held and hosted in Cleveland. Did they roll out the red carpet for you? I mean, you are a hometown hero and legend.
You know what happened? Nothing. They had 25 different things that went on that weekend. They didn't invite me to nothing. It was so embarrassing. I had a weekend. I did it myself. I put my own money up. Had a couple of people donated some to my foundation. But the NBA, they trying to blackball me, but they can't because I'm too strong. I'm like Chuck D, too strong. And, you know, I know what I'm doing. And I try to always do stuff from the heart, not because a camera around. I do it because, you know, somebody really needed it. But the NBA dropped the ball on that. I played 19 years. They knew in advance that everybody who from that city, they wanted to deal with. When they went to Utah, they dealt with Karl Malone.
Of course.
He had issues from like high school and college. But like I said, NBA all about, they say they care. They only care for celebrities on the front row. They don't care for the ex-players.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. I'm really baffled to hear that because when we don't hear this story on the forefront of the news, it's kind of hidden. And
I even call them like 9 months in advance. Like, how can we come together? This is my hometown. Last time All-Star was in Cleveland was in 97, I think. Yeah, 25 years, you know. And they 25, I probably wasn't able to see it. I was just trying to, you know, but they had a historic black college game. They had a dunk contest. They had a Rising Star. They had cocktail parties. They had a banquet that Sunday, and they honored Jesse Jackson and Carmelo Anthony. I'm like, so they really they smacked me in the face with that one.
Wow. And rightfully so. I would feel slighted as well if I were you.
I mean, like you say, is it 𝐓𝐡𝐞 talking about it with the big three? I mean, why not let it be the JB of the NBA? You know, it's a group of guys who played in the league, guys trying to make a living for their family. They're trying to continue their career. But, you know, I don't know. But I think, I don't know how 𝐓𝐡𝐞 approached them, but it couldn't have been so bad. This is a business guy. He did all kind of deals for years. So they try to squeeze, you know, some people they shouldn't squeeze, but, you know, it is what it is. I think the big three is still going. I know this year, you know, the 4th game, the 5th game coming up. I mean, it's still moving. That's the matter. That's the point about business, as long as it's moving forward, not backwards.
That's right. That's right. And one of the things is that you actually played in the Big Three, and then now you're coaching the Killer Three.
Well, I had a uniform on. I ain't say I played. I
Okay,
had a
you were out
uniform
there.
on, and but no, it's a good league. Like, there's a lot of friendship guys, brotherhood guys. We NBA. It ain't on the type level, but I think guys more together in this. Like, after the game, we sit in the lobby, we play spades. If somebody got something going on, we'll go and support one another. So it's a real together, for guys who, could have egos. I'm too good to be around that guy. We don't have none of that. We got the legend,
Right.
Dr. J, George Gervin, Michael Cooper. I mean, we just, it's a good bunch of guys, coaches too. That's good.
That's right. And you guys are doing really well this season. You have 2 more games left, right? The next game is in Miami.
4 more games. It's 4 more games. And we 3-1 now. And if you make the top 4 team, you get to go to London for the playoff and the championship.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I need to just go ahead and get me a ticket so I can come and support. Okay, Oak. Let's transition to the book. There's a part in the book that you talk about the situation between you and Judge Mathis.
Yeah. Yeah, Judge Mathis. I mean, I don't know what was on his mind that night, but it was a summer. We was in downtown Detroit on the water. It was the OJs. I think it was Mr. Big and someone else. And I'm real close with OJs.
Right.
And it was just, Derek Coleman had Sweet Georgia Brown. So after the concert, we met there. And Judge, I don't know, walk into place, Judge Mathis got Queen Latifah, Travis Mallett. He had a table. He was holding court. That's his city, so he held court. But he was totally disrespectful when the check came. He said, I'm going to make the NBA guys pay for it. But there's me and Derek over there. So we
Derek
got into it. Derek
Coleman? Okay, DC.
Me and Judge Mathis got into it. Because he tried to bring the check over to make the NBA guys pay for it. So he was disrespectful right there. If you go hold court, handle your business. I mean, anything on the check or whatever, you're supposed to pay for it if you're going to hold court. So it just got out of hand, and me and him went at it. He said he gonna call his guys. I said, call your guys, and It was really a bad moment, and he just, I hear him talking mess about how he was gonna do this and do that. If it wasn't for Butch Lewis, I was gonna send him a message. But Butch Lewis called me 20 times, like, oh, leave that man alone.
Told you to.
He was wrong. And I just heard recently he just did something on a show talking about how he ran me out of Detroit. But
he brought it back up. Did you let it? Were you? Because when was this? When did this happen?
It's been a few years back.
A few years back. And so had you let it ride, and then you heard that he brought it back up recently, and then it just
No, I didn't know. I guess he did something with a podcast or something. He's trying to make himself look good, but he making himself look bad again, just like the guy in New York. Every time he try to do something to make himself look good, look bad, especially with me. So now I heard he was talking mess. So next time I see him, I was, when Bush told me to leave him alone, I've seen him 3 or 4 times, and but now since I heard this, what he said about me now, so next time I see him, I got words for him.
No.
I'm just like, why you lie? Why you gonna lie about something? I mean, we got something. Everybody, Queen Latifah was there. Everybody was there.
Oh gosh. So you go next time you see him, you're gonna bring it back up again?
Oh, no doubt. I'm gonna make him get on his knees.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I can't talk you down. I can't say, just let bygones.
No. I'm just gonna like, man. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see him. I mean, he be out. I be out places. I mean, I'm gonna be by myself. If he with somebody, I'm still gonna go see him.
Oh, Kelly is here. Hey, Kelly. Shouts out to Kelly. My boy Kels. He said that Judge Mathis lied. So obviously Kelly knows the story as well.
Well, Kelly was there.
Kelly was present.
He was present. I have no reason to lie. Because when you lie, especially when people are present, it make you look like a coward. So he really looked like a coward because he lied about it.
Lord.
That's okay.
I'm gonna still keep trying to help smooth things over. Braxton is here. Braxton said the legend is in the house. That's right. We got the GOAT in the house. Let's move on to a lighter note. Whose idea was it for you to participate in Dancing with the Stars?
Wow, good question. I did Dance with the Stars because my mom, she was 85. And the last time she saw me on TV, I was getting dragged out of Madison Square Garden by security guys. And I told her, next time you see me on TV, you go get a big laugh. And it was Dancing with the Stars, and she was so happy. She said, you still can't move. But I said, all I want to do was put a smile on her face.
Oh, I loved it. And my mom absolutely loves you as well. And she is watching. So give a shout out to my mama, Bessie. Please say hi to Bessie.
I mean, my thing with Dance with the Stars is it's a lot of work. If you're not in shape, but you saw somebody like controlling you for like, 3 or 4 weeks,
right?
It's gonna break you down. So my thing was, I just tried to get my routine. The key to me was I finished both of my routine. I messed up a little bit, but I finished the routine. I know it wasn't but a minute, but a minute sometimes can be 2 minutes.
That's right. That's right. So, my mom is watching, and she is a huge fan. She loved you on Dancing with the Stars. So please say hi to Bessie.
How you doing?
Thank you so much. You had one of my favorite professional dancers, Emma. Right?
Emma was real cool. Her and her husband, and I had a little advantage, but like I said, when you 6'9", wearing size 16 and trying to do them steps, my hips was, my hips weren't moving too good, so. But I was, a lot of people said they would have been embarrassed to do it, but I did it. So it was a good thing.
Loved it. I loved it. I thought you were awesome. What was the hardest part? Learning because I danced all throughout, my childhood. I did all the dancing. And then through college. What was the hardest? Choreography or remembering the performance?
I mean, my thing is, it's just like you playing ball. You got to remember the plays. You got to remember which way to go, this and that. So basically, I was really good at remembering plays and knowing on the court. So I got it because when you Dance with the Stars, so they'll give you 3 or 4 days to get a routine down. But the crazy thing is they work on another routine before you finish, while the first one still, before the first step, for the first show. So you almost got to remember 1.5, so it was kind of tough on that because they'll go away, then they'll come back, do this, do that. I'm like, but it was good though. I had a good time.
Was there a time where you were like, you know what? Okay, I don't know if this for me. Like,
no, I'm not a quitter. No.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I ain't quitting. Okay. No. As long as I ain't fall down, I ain't quitting.
That's right. I love it all. So you're working on a documentary. Can you talk about any of that?
Well, yes. So the documentary is based about a lot of stuff in the book. My life growing up in Cleveland and some other stuff, but just a lot of good. Stories we're gonna be talking about, and the ups and downs, and just the real me, the straight shoot oak, and they're gonna be happy. The book is good. The doc gonna be better.
I cannot wait. I'm super excited to see that and the details, and the history of your life and your career. Yeah. So NBA, Arthur, documentary, Dancing with the Stars, Big 3, coach, businessman. Is there anything else left on your bucket list?
Yes. I got a bourbon coming out, hopefully before Christmas.
Really?
Yes. I got a shoe line coming out in the next 4 or 5 months.
Come through.
I just had like 6-7 car washes in New York. So I'm going to come out with a car wash line of gear now.
A car wash line of gear.
Like jackets, sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats.
Well, I definitely think of us when you're getting ready to promote all of those things, the documentary, the shoe line, the bourbon, especially the bourbon. I don't drink dark, but I definitely want to be a part of the taste.
It got a vanilla taste to it. It ain't,
okay.
You know how females always go to give me pineapple in my drink, give me orange juice. So basically, it's vanilla flavor. All you need is some cubed ice. It'll mellow you out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I definitely want to try that out. I'm sure you've traveled all around the world. Where would you like to go next?
Wow. I have been around the world. I think I'm gonna make it to Africa one day. I sort of went. I played with the Knicks a couple other times. When they say you gotta take 6 or 7 shots back then, I was like, nah, I wait. But no, I've been some everywhere. I like my life, how it was been since I retired. Just trying to just keep it going and to keep building onto it. You know, my mom's 88, so I'm trying to get a lot of time with her right now. So
That's important.
you know, traveling is, you know, I do that all the time anyway. But my mom is the most important thing right now.
Very important. Family is a very important. And lastly, let's talk about the Charles Oakley Foundation. Tell me what the mission is and what you're doing in the community.
Our mission is just, you know, it started my grandmother, grandfather, the love for people. So they was always like cook, invite everybody over. People in the neighborhood didn't have a ride. They'll take them to church, take them to town. So my foundation is basically like, I help other foundations too. Like other day I bought three so far this summer, it's been 3 different camps needed support to buy t-shirts and all. So the Oakley Foundation, you know, sent the money and bought the t-shirts for the camp. Inner city kids programs. I try to go around to the high schools. So anything you see somebody doing positive, need help, we try to bring along. It's just like we give scholarship. My goal is to always give my high school scholarship, but it's always try to help other people who try to need help. You know, if anybody, I'm at an auction and somebody auctioned something off, but I know somebody needed something, I'll buy it and give it to them, stuff like that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just have to take a deep, I'm just really trying to inhale and breathe this all in, because I am absolutely honored to have you on this show. The fact that you have taken time out of your schedule to be here with us tonight is I'm speechless, and I'm very rarely speechless. You are an awesome man, Charles Oakley. Forget what they talking about. So,
well, you know, I don't think
thank
about
you
them
so
anyway.
much.
No, it's, I mean, it just, I mean, life, you know, thing is, my number one goal is keep the family tradition going, and
that's right.
And the family has always helped, you know, no matter what. You know, we try to do something, you know, cookouts or barbecue, you know, all of that stuff, and invite people over. Ain't had a good, some people ain't never had good ribs, or somebody ain't had good this and that.
Wait, are you cooking? You're cooking as well.
Oh yeah, that's what. So my Oakley Foundation, we do that too. So I was just in New York at a golf tournament, and they auctioned me off for $35,000 to cook for 50 people.
Are you? Oh man, well I'm real greedy. I definitely need to come check out the grub. I am. What's your favorite meal to cook?
I'm the favorite. I'm in the kitchen.
Just being in the kitchen.
I'm the favorite. So basically, we do. If you buy the food, I cook it. You tell me what you want, I go buy it and cook it. You got a choice.
That's all right with me. Let me go ahead and put my order in. So, well, I don't want to hold you up any further. I just want to again thank you for joining us tonight. How can your followers or our followers stay in touch with you? Your social media.
Social media. You know, everybody on Instagram, Twitter. I'm not a big person who do a lot of posting this and that, but every now and then I sneak a post out there. But the real Charles Oakley 34, and you know, get me on Twitter. I'm not, you know, Facebook is all the family. You know, our high school people you've been to high school with. So
that's right.
I'm not hard to find. I'm like Tupac.
Do you respond when you're high school former friend? Really?
I go to my oh yeah. I'm about that. Yeah.
I love your humility, man.
We go to Virginia Union homecoming, cook for like 400 or 500 people.
Really?
Yeah.
I spent time at Virginia Union. I received my master's at Virginia State. So
right, y'all down the road,
yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hold you to the meal. I'm gonna go ahead and try to I'm gonna do a double goods sponsorship drive to try to get the money up to get you, you know, to come and cook. Chef Oakley.
All right, sound good.
Oh, gosh, well, thank you so much again. Best of luck on all that you do, everything. I give you pour all blessings to you on everything and wish you much success.
So when we see stuff coming out, hit me like, you need some help getting it out there. So next 4 or 5 months, a lot of stuff still be coming out. So get ready.
Absolutely. You can come right back here. I can't wait to talk about all those good things you're working on. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. You too.
Y'all. Okay. Major has been speechless the entire time. He told me he was all ready for, his questions and stuff. And Major, what happened? Were you
Hey, look, man. I don't want no mess. I don't want no mess. I really don't want no mess, man.
He's still about that life with Judge Mathis.
If he'll whoop Judge Mathis' ass, there's no question about what he'll do to me. And I don't need that. I don't need that at all.
Oh my gosh.
My very best behavior, DiDi.
Yeah, I would suggest so, because as you can see, I tried to talk him down a little bit on the Judge Mathis situation, but he is still about that life. He is like, yeah, no, I'm gonna handle that.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Stephanie and Kim. Hello, and shouts out to everyone who joined in tonight. Man, what an absolute honor. I think my jaws and my cheeks are like, they hurt. Hey, Loretta, they hurt from smiling so hard.
Yeah.
Like just teasing.
Yeah. Hey, he was a cool dude, though. He was definitely a cool dude.
Isn't he? I am like, oh my goodness. I had the pleasure of meeting him many, many, many years ago. Alonzo Mourning, Miami Heat legend, used to have a celebrity weekend called Zoe's Summer Groove. And Charles would come and hang out and stuff. And so I was the red carpet correspondent. So I used to, I had an opportunity to meet him then, but never had a chance to really talk to him one-on-one. So that was extremely special.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed that he kept it real. He didn't try to fake it. He said, no, when I see him, we'll straighten it out.
Yes. I
respect it.
Oh my goodness. So shouts out to the legend, the one and only Charles Oaktree Oakley. You don't want none. I'm gonna add that in the middle. Charles, you don't want none, Oakley, for joining us tonight. Oh my goodness. So listen, guys, again, I can only reiterate because we have shows lined up. And as we promised, we have the heavy hitters. We have some special people that are coming through and just chatting with us. So you definitely don't want to miss anything. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you are catching us on my Facebook Live, go on over to our YouTube channel and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. DiDi, how can they keep up with you and your daily life shenanigans?
Because I always have some shenanigans going on now. I do.
Yeah, man. You got some shenanigans on your social media. If y'all don't follow DiDi on social media, y'all need to follow DiDi on all platforms immediately.
That's right. Yes. At the DiDi SKky. That's on all of my platforms: Instagram, Facebook. What is that? What's the other little TikTok thing? I need to do a few more TikTok dances though. Yeah. Y'all keep up with DiDi on social media, and y'all remember to follow our special guest today, Charles Oakley, in the building. That's right.
Definitely. And if you happen to be daring enough, you might also check me out on social media platforms designed by Maejor.
Be sure to do that. Check out my boy Maejor. You guys, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been amazing. I am going to go away just blushing, and I'm going to add him to the top of my notables list of who I've interviewed through my over 20 plus years in this industry. So again, shouts out to Charles Oakley coming by. Be sure to grab his book and check out all the things that he is doing. He's doing so much. He has the big three. He's, like he says, his bourbon. He has this book coming out, the documentary, the shoe line, man, and he's a chef. So, I got to get my little order together. But again, thank you all so very much for joining us. Before I go, you know what I say. Go for your goals. Reach for the stars because the sky has no limit. I'm your girl, the DiDi SKky, DiDi Skky, and I'll see you next time.